A king named Jimutvahana lived in Himachal Pradesh. He was very religious, but his son Agnivahana was very cruel. Agnivahana expressed his desire of becoming king while his father was alive. He threatened him to forcefully descend him from the throne if his desire was not fulfilled. Jimutvahana handed over his kingdom to his son Agnivahana and went away to forest. Agnivahana started many atrocities with his people. Jimutvahana was passing his life doing tapasya. One day when he was singing bhajan, he heard a cry of an old woman.
He went to that woman and asked the reason of her crying. She said, "I have only one son. Here lives a Rakshasa. He will eat my son tonight." Jimutvahana consoled her and said, "Don't be so sad, mother. I will be very happy if this body comes in use for somebody. I will become your son and will become the food of that Raksha."
The old woman could not agree at this, but the king was firm on his decision, so she had to agree at last. In the evening, the woman's son came back. She told him everything. Her son also didn't agree for this, and he asked King to go back, but the king flatly refused to go back, and somehow he made him agreed. Thus, Jimutvahana became the food of the Rakshasa, and the woman's son was saved. Now tell me, what kind of obligation was this? Vikramaditya thought for a while, then said, "There is no obligation in this, beetle." "What? You mean that Jimutvahana's obligation went waste?" "No, beetle. He did a great obligation on the woman. But, O Batal, the real obligation is that which is unselfish. Jimutvahana sacrificed himself with the desire of moksha and punya. Who could not do anything for his own son if he does something for the other's son? This is not logical. Jimutvahana should have given up his life instead of making his son king. He handed over his kingdom to a cruel person to rule and left his people to suffer under him. He cannot be pardoned for this. This is my justice. You think yourself." Bital got silent, hearing Vikramaditya. After a while he spoke. "You are right, Vikramaditya." Long ago, a Brahmin lived in Kayashi. He had a beautiful daughter, Leela. Once Leela was sleeping in her room. Suddenly, she woke up hearing some sound. She asked, "Who is it?" Leela saw a young man hiding in a corner of her room. She asked, "How did you come here? Are you a thief?" That man said, "Yes, I am a thief, but I have not come to steal anything from your house. I was just going somewhere else to steal. And the soldiers had seen me, and I came here to hide from them. I will go after a while. I will not harm you, so don't worry. Please allow me stay here for a while." The then Leela heard soldiers' voices. Leela believed the thief, so she kept him in hiding in her room. And the soldiers had seen me, and I came here to hide from them. I will go after a while. I will not harm you, so don't worry. Please allow me stay here for a while. The then Leela heard soldiers' voices. Leela believed the thief, so she kept him in hiding in her room. Leela had heard this. That thief was hanged for his crime, and thus he was killed. Leela got very sad at this news. After some time, Leela came to know that she was pregnant, and at the same time her marriage was also fixed. Leela kept all secrets with her. She did not tell anyone anything.
She got married and she went to her in-laws' house. When the time came, Leela gave birth to a son. His father was that thief to whom Leela protected from soldiers some months ago, but only Leela knew this. Her husband also did not doubt anything.
Gradually that boy grew up and became a young man. After some time, Leela's husband died. The same boy did last rites of his father. Vikramaditya, that boy was very intelligent. Later his mother also died, and he did her last rites also. Once Pitra Amavasya came, so he thought to do Pindadan at Falgu River. He went to Falgu River along with a pandit and completed all formalities of Pindadan. When the hands came out to take their share, he asked, "Whose hand is this?"
A voice came, "I am your mother." He gave a pine to her. He again asked, "Whose hand is this?" A voice came, "I am your father." Then he saw 2 hands rising. "Whose is this third hand?" The voice came, "I am your father."
Hey Vikramaditya, the man got confused seeing 2 hands as his father's. He asked the first hand, "How are you, my father?" That hand was thief's hand, so the thief told him everything. The son said nothing. Then he asked the second hand, "How are you, my father?" The voice came, "I have brought you up the whole life and considered you as my own son, and today you are not recognizing your own father." The son got confused, to whom to consider his father, to whom to offer Pindadan. Beetle said, "Now Vikramaditya, you judge, to whom that man should offer Pindadan." Vikramaditya said, "Beetle, nobody becomes father just only by giving birth. Who has brought up the child, he is his father. That is why he should offer Pindadan to the second hand." Beetle kept quiet for some time, then said, "You are right, Vikramaditya.